Guys, Locke is down. Lockdown. No!
Lockdown.
What a title to be using, because in the thumbnail, Locke is down. He's laying down.
Oh.
I don't know if that was a coincidence or not, but welcome back, guys. Storm here.
Tom here.
Kimmy here.
And Maui here. He's going to knock over my desk. Hi. He waits till I start recording, and then he's like, I'm going to knock everything down. So we're excited to be watching more Lost today. I'm trying to block Maui. And big surprise last time with Sun being pregnant, and Jin can't have kids, so it seems like the island blessed her. Right?
That's right. That's right.
Hopefully she'll stay pregnant and not lose the child, like not have a miscarriage or something.
I don't know. This island tends to seem like it wants children, so.
Very true.
It does anything it can to make you pregnant.
So now she should be worried, trying to protect her child. It's still in the early stages, but hopefully things will be fine. Maui, come on, honey.
As long as her child doesn't come out, looking like Michael or anything, then they should be okay.
Yes, they are.
Hey. I really thought there was going to be more there in the beginning, but now where is Michael?
Right.
Yeah.
He's off with the others. Who knows?
He's off on his mission.
Him,
yeah.
I thought captured.
I thought there was going to be an issue with him and Sun because they were very awkward, and he seems to be a little attracted, although he did honestly just walk in on her by accident. You're out in the open in the woods, and she was like changing or trying to bathe or something.
Jin was always suspicious at the beginning too.
With everyone, like he was very suspicious for a lot of things, so I don't know if I know he was probably jealous, but at the same time he was so over paranoid about his wife and their culture or something, where he always wanted her to be
thing,
because like even with her bathing suit, he's like, no, you can't wear that, you can't let people see your body, kind of thing. But then they went through that whole phase where they were okay with it, or she was like, I'm going to be my own person and express that, and he had to be okay with it when she actually did put on her, what was it, the bikini that she had on a while ago. So they definitely have come far. And I am happy with the relationship now, because now it's all about them, now that his job is not in the way. Thank God I locked my keyboards too, because Maui was just standing all over it. But yeah, so I really do love the relationship, and now they're going to have a family. Like, they are a family now, but now they're going to have an addition.
They got a few months to go before that happens.
Yeah, on an island.
Yeah, and Jin thought she couldn't have a baby, and that was another resentment he had, that she couldn't get pregnant.
And that was a whole debate we had last time, where I'm like, what was better? Because the scary mafia guy that they're worried about is like, that's his daughter, so it was okay to blame her but not the person working for him. So it shows that Jin is probably more important than his own daughter. I don't know, like his stature, because he's a man and he should...
Well, the doctor said that.
Yeah, because he was afraid of the father.
Yeah.
So why was it okay to bash the daughter and not his employee?
Yeah, that's true.
When you weigh the priorities,
maybe
so it
it's
seems
a male thing, yeah.
That's what I think,
Maybe he just felt insecure about, because Jim was kind of his right-hand man, doing all the dirty work that needed to be done.
Yeah, and so maybe he thought he had anger issues or something too, where if you said something to embarrass him, he might take it out on him. Right. Maybe that's why.
Right.
Crazy. So not good with Locke and Jack, because they're doing stuff separately now, and we have Anna now in the woods with Saeed and Charlie, right? And
looking for this balloon. Henry is saying it's out there, and he crashed, and he's not another. But
so let's just say, what do you guys think? Is there a balloon, or is there not a balloon?
No, he's totally.
He's trying to separate everybody.
Yeah, you can just tell he's just not. He's not being forthright.
I think he is an other, and he is out to trap them. But I feel like, just to blow our minds, there's going to be a freaking hot air balloon somewhere. I bet you there's still like...
Yeah, and he just said, I'll just fabricate that story.
Yeah, so because there's all these weird things that happen in the show that connect. So I'm like, watch him be like maybe he saw a balloon, maybe it was his balloon, and he's just manipulating the truth to make him sound even better, or more of a sad story, tragic story. But I feel like, yes, he is trying to trap them. He is an other, and it's bad for our group, but there is a balloon that we're going to randomly see at some point with a smiley face on it. I don't think they're going to find it there, but I feel like at the end of this episode or sometime soon, we're going to randomly see like a ripped...
it could as they're getting caught.
It could be the truth, but the twisted truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I could have came here in a balloon or something, but I came from Oz or somewhere.
I know. Oh,
Now
what
I'm
a
just
twist.
weirdo.
Everything comes to our island. All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
Do it.
217.
Oh, he's gonna pose.
Just say it like that because you know it doesn't end well.
John.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I was thinking.
John, what's your father's name?
Oh, no.
He's dead.
Ooh.
Why do you let him talk to you like that?
Why do you let him talk to you?
Sorry.
I'm glad he did that, but at the same time, it is getting to
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, we lost track.
There's a balloon.
He buried his wife. Maybe there is a balloon.
buried it, right?
They're not gonna dig it up, are they?
What?
Maybe above it, maybe the tarp, maybe it's like a tarp. It
yeah,
is
the
there! How
balloon.
crazy! It's so creepy! He's telling the truth. What? God, this show makes it paranoid, huh? I'm like, I don't know.
It could be that.
You hear
Someone
that?
talking?
It's a 20 minutes lockdown, it sounded like.
Locked down. Looks like an angry face.
I was gonna say.
Ow.
What was that?
Huh. So now he
Something's
won't
causing it.
propose. Because of his dad.
I want my kidney bag.
Maybe he left you his kidney.
Funny, but I was kind of like,
What left? I forgive you.
wow.
Is he really dead?
I know, I actually thought
Question
that too
everything.
for a second, yeah. 6.
6.
Oh god, and only countdowns.
should get Jack. I said stop!
What is going on? Talk about doors. Holy crap.
Oh my god.
Thank God he did that for some air. I don't know if they have vents
Right,
in
so
there.
he's surprised.
He's got the flush.
What about me? What do I got?
Dharma cards.
Say, you're just playing for the fun of it. I gotta head back to the hatch. Hatch ain't going nowhere, Doc.
Oh great, now he's gonna stay there.
How about you put
He's
your
gonna be locked.
mangoes where your mouth is.
He's gonna wager for some Neosporin.
That's right.
Oh no, the lights too.
Hey! John!
I don't know if you can break a crowbar, but
What were those noises? What's wrong? Did something? Nothing is wrong.
my God.
Don't let him out. I still wouldn't let him out.
If I had a husband, I'm sure he would be happy to hear that.
She looks familiar. Was that Saeed's?
You know, I don't know. Watch that be his freaking dad.
Yep.
Are you freaking kidding me? This guy's such an a-hole.
I know what I did to you was wrong. You stole my kid.
Wow.
And faked your death.
I was dying. What do you want from me?
Again.
I killed myself off because there are 2 men out there who are going to beat me to it. Oh, what to do? Steal their
Wow.
livers? But these 2 guys may be sitting on the bank, which is
Oh,
why.
so.
God, you're making him do
For me.
something dangerous. Wow, risk your life.
Really?
Oh, walk
Yeah.
away.
Trying to go after whoever gets it.
But it's the best I can do.
Well, now you're getting me involved.
I'll be
No.
at the flight line
I'll raise
hotel.
it.
It's out near the airport until
It's
tomorrow
probably
afternoon.
super dangerous.
And then I'm gone, money or no money.
Yeah, so what about the numbers
These-
now?
Glass doors.
Right.
The whole living area sealed off. I can't get out. So I'm gonna need your word that you'll protect me.
He sounds scared, but yeah, like I don't
It's
know what to believe.
It's too planned.
King's wired.
Oh, he doesn't like that.
And I want it back.
Should I go and get a ruler?
Fun time's over, Mongo. Won't you hit the buffet? But I want
Come on,
Stop.
the medicine you stole from the armory.
Ah,
All of it.
there's no way you can open a door like that. Really?
I think I'll just bend.
It's just gonna bend, yeah. You're gonna get pinned underneath it. Your leg.
Oh, that's gonna crush him.
He's gonna try to escape.
John, wait, don't you think
No! His legs! Again, his legs!
Oh my god!
stop the door?
Yeah, but you're not gonna make it go up by doing that.
At least he'll get off of his legs.
No, they'll stop
I know,
from
but
going
it's-
down anymore.
I know, okay. Wow.
It's only a matter of time.
You have to go get help.
Oh, I can't believe you did this.
I don't trust it though. Blood money.
Yeah, now you're getting involved in it.
Yeah.
John, we have visitors.
See?
These men say they knew your father.
But I'd like to ask you a couple questions, if that's okay.
Oh no.
Have you seen your father since he died, Mr. Locke? One thing before we go.
That bag.
Mm-hmm.
What's in the bag, John?
Oh no. She's gonna get hurt. I wish it was work papers and he left it in the car. Oh, good. And we're gonna move. Change your names. It's terrifying.
I was scared.
It's not a lie, but not telling the truth. But yeah, I did see him.
Where you got the art on your
He's also a
shoulder?
con artist, so he's gonna wait for the big stakes to go in.
This time from the top of the deck.
Oh, you're trying to cheat.
Might be an opportunity for him, though.
Mm-hmm.
What does it
He's
do?
thinking.
We're not exactly sure.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
That was awfully quick.
I know, because under pressure, somebody would be like, wait, which one?
Can you reach it?
And to execute.
Like, that's done. Now his leg is done.
Like, I would have written down.
He's gonna fall.
This is too perfect.
Henry!
I'll call you with the aspirin and raise you a bottle of amoxicillin. You even know what amoxicillin is? Because there's a bunch of people watching us right now, and you don't want them to see you lose. Again.
Yeah, your confidence is up high. It's gonna be your downfall.
Oh, Jack's gonna do something nice for him.
Guess it was enough, huh? Son of a bitch. I'll come get the meds later. Why didn't you ask for the guns?
That's what I thought he was gonna ask for.
It's tomorrow.
When I need the guns, I'll get the guns.
Oh.
How long was I?
Please, you have to go right now. We're running out of time.
Does he remember the numbers? Say them again, just in
Be
case.
careful.
Let's take bets. It's a betting episode.
I totally think he knows the numbers.
Good thing for lights from the vent.
Part of being the others.
I bet you he'll put the numbers in, then he'll leave. If he's, you know.
The other.
That sucks.
See, you trusted the second time and it didn't work. Just like this.
You know they're probably watching. Probably found him.
They're following you, dude.
He might be part of
I just heard brakes
I'm gonna ask her to marry
outside.
me
Did you?
tonight.
Probably that car again.
Oh, good for you.
Someone's at the door?
They're gonna be right there at the door.
Oh, she followed.
That's it. She's leaving them now.
Are you him? We were moving past this.
Come in. Oh no, she's gonna walk away.
You need his love more than mine.
No, my choice is you. I was gonna.
Is that car? I don't know.
Yes.
I love you.
That's
No.
his car.
This guy.
Please tell me.
Oh no, it's not the right time.
So, will you marry me?
I know, the wrong time to meet. Oh no. He screwed up the best thing he had going for him.
All for a favor. It's powering up.
You got it just in time? Or
No.
maybe Jack did. Jack did. What? There's a
On the
map
door?
on there.
Opening more.
And is that the symbols? Like the hieroglyphics that we saw? Oh, his leg.
Oh, that's good.
Open. Oh, his poor leg. Ow, ow, ow. Relief, but... Blah.
Oh, better.
And he's gonna bleed out.
Is anybody here?
Who did that? Maybe Jack. I mean, Jack wouldn't just hide.
Joe.
See, things can't be
See
nice.
that?
His body's buried? Oh.
Parachute.
Macaroni and cheese, yeah.
It's a supply drop.
Oh. The others are all around.
Oh.
Oh, it's just those guys. Good. Where'd you from?
I got you.
No one likes to talk ever.
Maybe that's why the lockdown happened.
Oh, at least he can still feel pain.
I didn't do anything.
You think it
did
was
you?
all just random?
The water's working
away
just
from
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was helping me.
Look, he's injured. Can you say, Locke, are you okay? What happened?
It was true. And still I did not believe it to be true.
So I dug up that grave.
You're right.
A man named
Henry
Henry
Gale took his name.
Oh. So you killed
He
him.
said, too
Why
bad, they're
else?
coming after me.
Why would you do that? So he killed someone, because how would you know that name, too?
Or just part of the others, that he just took a name.
Yeah, he
and
just found a body and
fabricated
took
a
a
story.
name.
Yeah,
Danielle
why would he
Warren.
take the name, though?
Just to
Cover
keep
up.
up with the story, just to keep a story in case anyone caught him.
But how would he know the name of a dead man?
Well, he probably did bury that.
He probably
That
was
person.
probably helped the others. He was probably part of the others.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
They took him and he died, and he said, okay, I'm going to assume his name.
Yeah, it's just crazy to be like that, on a dead... I don't know. So that's pretty
It
freaky.
is. And
there's so
if
much...
anyone got caught, okay, any guys, if you get caught, your name is Henry Gale.
Wow.
We're all
Yeah,
on
right.
Die, we have an idea. Your
Can you
name is
imagine if they grabbed like 3 other people? What's your name? Henry Gale. Henry Gale. Whoa, we got a lot of Henry Gales. Number 2, the 3rd.
We didn't have many
Man.
people die recently, so.
So a lot of questions, like always, and with the lockdown, with the doors coming down. Why? Why did that even happen? Tom, you were saying something about the drop that they had with all the...
That was a supply drop.
Yeah.
So
Supply drop, was it? Mm-hmm.
I mean, didn't they mention at the beginning when they first found the hatch and they got inside that they get supplies every
Yes.
so frequently?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
That
I
was
don't know if maybe every 108 minutes they they get asked a question, what do you need, kind of thing, and
So
Or
who's
is-
communicating? Who's sending it? Like there's so
Well,
many questions.
Desmond
There's
said that
connection.
he got like every 6 months or something they got a drop, didn't he? Or every 3
Maybe.
months. It was a monthly thing. That's what Desmond told Jack.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why they did the lockdown. Or I'm thinking they did the lockdown at the same time when Henry tried to break up John and Jack when Jack took off, and he was trying to rope John into why would you let him talk to you like that, trying to separate John to keep him out of the armory, and John got pissed and put him back in the armory, and it didn't work. Maybe the others were listening in on the conversation, and that's when they said, okay, they're not going to let him go, we're going to try to get him to escape and do this lockdown, because it
it
was
was like a remote access type of thing.
I don't know.
I
I
mean, 'cause
mean,
you heard
anything
that
is possible.
broken-
It happened right after his plan didn't work to separate.
Well, you heard that that broken thing on the speaker where the countdown was. So
Yeah.
somebody had to initiate it. It had to come from somewhere.
And rewinding, think about with Michael when he thought he heard Walt or saw Walt texting on the other side. So someone is infiltrating this base. You know,
Yes.
so someone's actually connecting with them somehow, whether it's an island spiritual thing or an actual scientific thing. I really
It's
think
like
someone's
it's like
hacking
a
in.
Truman Show kind of thing.
Maybe
There's
someone's
somebody
watching.
Somebody's watching from the outside. And they're just kind of like programming things in. Hey, we need to spice things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Send in Henry and see what he does, and then if not, let's lock the place down and see what happens.
And it was a
Yeah.
woman's voice too, right? Through the
it was a
intercom, and it was
woman's
staticky.
voice, so maybe it was just they just locked down when the food is coming.
Maybe.
And-
But then why would
Yeah,
it
it's
just
kinda
go
random.
up? I mean, for it to be automated, to be like, okay, it's safely dropped, so it's just going to open up. And the guy's like, oh, well, I hit the buttons exactly like you said. And then a few seconds later, they just went up on their own. Like, why'd they even go down in the first place? Like, yes, it could be because of the drop, because maybe people will try to jump on it to escape the island or something while it's still dropping.
Well,
I don't know,
so-
but
This thing had a parachute on it, so the supply drop came from the sky.
yeah, so not close enough for someone to leave.
So nobody around them. I mean, Jack was out there. Kate was
And there's
out
people
there.
on the beach.
Yeah, no one saw any kind of aircraft or anything go out. I mean, this is
Or
Oh,
hear,
yeah.
like you think you would hear a
automated
hum or
drones.
something, because it's not that loud. Like you'll have the water and stuff crashing on the land, but it won't be. I don't know. I think you would like kind of hear something that's out of the norm over time. You get so used to it
a
because it's white
A
noise.
crate that big, or a supply drop that big, it's
Yeah.
gonna have to come out of something that can carry that much weight and size.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe Saeed, he didn't continue on with his sentence of, okay, this is the ID we found, this is the ID we found, or what have you. And, oh, by the way, there was a drop of supplies.
Plus, who's this company that's going through all this? Let's advertise. Let's make all our
exactly
own brand stuff.
To make it harder. Like, do they actually make money off of advertising? I mean, to make the mystery more fun for us, to be like, oh God, Dharma's on everything. Like, how big is this company? But no one else, I guess, heard of Dharma outside of this island besides the bunkers. But yet they have their own cereal. They have, so they have to like label it to be like, well, we can't actually have name brands because we're going to get sued. So they're just making everything Dharma. But even mac and cheese. Now I want mac and cheese. So like, that sounds so good. But hey, to actually get supplies.
Too? I mean, you can't make mac and cheese without milk. So, I mean,
yeah, because we were hearing different things about what they were getting, but we kept debating and saying like, well, how much are they actually getting? And everything seems so new, like things only last so long, shelf life, and to have all this food, we were kind of questioning that. So now we actually do see a drop, and it was blinking still, so it had to be recent. It was
a strobe telling the others that it's there. The drop came.
Yeah, and it could be related to the lockdown, but
was that supply for the others, and now they have it? I mean,
yeah, because they were out looking for the balloon, so maybe all of them coming back, they met up midway or something. Because I was thinking maybe they were farther out, but Jack was going to the bunker.
Once the lockdown happened, and before it got released and the doors went back up, the black light had a bunch of stuff written on the wall.
Yeah, that's right. And everything but one area was red, right? Only one area was whitened. So maybe...
I wonder if that's the destroyed bunker, the one from the other group.
Yeah.
And I was in such shock. I hate it when I do that I only take in so much. And then once the door started going up or when the lights came back on or something, I was like, oh, wait, I need to look at it more to really study and see what's going on. Because I was like, whoa, the black light. It's like all glowing. Like, what's going on? That's a map. And then I'm like, wait, like, pay attention to the details. So at first I was like, okay, well, do we see those same graphics from what Locke saw when he didn't hit the buttons or the numbers until the countdown was done, and then everything went red and we saw those weird images?
Good point. Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe that was
different,
them drawn on there, but that was a quick moment before we couldn't see it anymore. So I don't know. And what do you think? Do you think Henry did something else? I know that's your theory, Kim, which I kind of do believe to be true.
I can see that.
Yeah, because why would the doors lock when they did? Again, we're saying it's probably because of the supply drop, but honestly, like they went up after the countdown. So why? I feel like you would have to do something else to make them go back up. So now I am convinced that the others are manipulating them. They are hacked into this bunker and they're communicating with them. That was their default to be like, okay, well, he can't win over Locke. Maybe they want Locke because he's a good asset to have. And it didn't work out, so they went to phase 2 to get him. So they locked it down.
Think of outside, like if someone's controlling this from the outside.
Yeah.
Think of what was locked down. It was the living area, and there was still access to the armory. But what if that lockdown before a supply drop was to keep people away from the armory, so they can't try to, whoever's dropping off this supply stuff, they can't go after those guys and try to escape. If there is some kind of
that's true. It could be just the opposite. Lock people from the outside coming in.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Stay in the living area.
For their armory, this is a silly question, but was it always an armory, or did they make it that? I mean, they seal it off, and there's no.
It looked like an armory that had the gun racks.
Yeah, because
it was already there. That's true.
Yeah, when they found it, there was guns in there because they only had the pistols from the marshal and stuff on the plane.
Yeah.
In that suitcase, that briefcase.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure, like, if the guy before, like, put all that stuff up there just, because he was there for a while and made it into an armory, but it is really sealed off well, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think Desmond just came into it and just followed suit with his friend, and when his friend died, he just waited for somebody to come.
Yeah.
But then again, on the flip side, why is there an armory for? What the hell are they expecting down here?
And maybe the others wanted to get there. That was the one bunker they couldn't get to for some reason. And they just have a few guns now from, Jack.
What they've stolen from people.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to get the rest of them. Maybe they don't have as many weapons as we think they do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're calling a bluff too.
Yeah, so this Henry guy, I am so convinced now that he's after Locke. He was probably trying to convince Jack too, trying to feel it out, but then realized there was no convincing him, so he really wants Locke now for their group. And now Locke will stick with that because he did make a promise to him and does trust them because he came back. He stopped hit the numbers.
Think of who the others are taking. They're taking everybody who's had something special happen to him.
Yeah.
Locke has also had something special happen to him.
Yeah.
With his legs.
Yeah, and then the security machine or smoke monster thing, like, doesn't hurt him, doesn't kill him. It dragged him once, but maybe it was trying to take him to a better place. Who knows? But
well, we still don't know what the hell that is. I mean, that's just the
security.
It's an island
smoke
fart.
Security monster.
I know, it's just so bizarre, right? So maybe they control it. Maybe the others have that as their security guard type thing, and they send it out.
I don't think the others have as much to do with it as we think. I think they're still in survival mode, trying to figure out what's going on, and they're doing what they believe is best.
Yeah.
But they might know something more than we do. Like, they might know that certain people have special features that they need in order to complete whatever the end game is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is it?
And I can't believe, and I can't believe that Henry didn't need like a few times of knowing the numbers. Got knocked out, didn't ask again. Okay, what's the number? What was it again?
Well, the numbers could be the same system that they have over in their bunker, maybe.
Right, so that makes you totally know that he is part of the others because he knew it. He didn't get worried. And then when John was calling for him, anybody here, after it lifted and he's crawling, out, he didn't say, I'll be right there, I'm here. He just walked in calmly.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh,
Just keep
I'll
us
help
guessing.
you. Yeah, so it was.
He probably had to sneak back around to make it look like it was coming out that way.
And here's another twist too. Can you imagine if he didn't actually hit the numbers and he knows nothing will happen, and that's what caused the doors to go back up because it was like the final test or something, and he knew he didn't have to touch it. I don't know. That's like kind
that
of
could definitely be a thing. I mean, Jack didn't want anyone touching the numbers. He's like, "Come on, guys, really?"
Mm-hmm.
But the clock did reset, so he did punch in the code.
Yeah.
But Henry might also know that there's more things you can do with the computers besides just punching in the code.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a computer. It's not just a one-function machine.
Right.
But there's warnings, which is true, Tom, because there's warnings, or they were told before they can't do anything else. They can only punch in the numbers. So maybe that's just a scare tactic where they can actually do other stuff with the computer, but they just don't because they were warned not to.
Look at Michael. He contacted, we think, his Walt,
and nothing happened.
And nothing really happened.
Yeah.
Except this Henry guy showed up. So I wonder if it gave away their position, kind of thing. They were able to track it.
Yeah. And now where's
maybe.
Michael? Michael's gone.
Yeah.
I know. He's been gone a long time now.
He had
just
a weapon
he's
as
alive.
well.
He better
so
be.
they took him and his weapon.
I'll be so mad.
They're
Sorry.
getting them more and more. They're getting these weapons more and more to slowly take over.
I mean, we haven't. Yeah, you're right. And honestly, we haven't seen Walt for a long, long time. I'm just assuming he's okay.
He's gonna be a teenager when we see him.
I know, right? And then Michael, I'm just assuming he's going to be fine. But can you imagine if Jack's just walking through the woods and he's dead somewhere? I'll be so freaking mad if they do that to his character because he's a good, loving father. He's protective, and he really wants to save his boy. And that would really suck if something just happened to him. And that was.
But he's also hard-headed. He doesn't, think things through.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. Yeah. So, what do you think about Jack and Sawyer playing that game? That was kind of funny to see that, and
that was a surprise.
Jack's pretty good. He's talented.
I like seeing that, and Sawyer did not like
I wouldn't
that
be
at
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Jack was cheating himself because he knew that Sawyer was cheating, so he would have to know the cheat in order to, call it out.
That's a good point too. I was just thinking he was very observant, but then I
he might have just been a better cheat than him.
He could have been a better cheat. You never know what he did in college.
Yeah,
but
I thought he was going to be nice to Sawyer and make him win or something, just to boost his ego or something. But yeah, that's just
he doesn't need an
ego. He doesn't need an ego boost.
I know he doesn't.
Why do you think Jack lied to Kate about the water not working?
That I wanted to bring up. Thank you. Yes. I don't know, but I was kind of weirded out when he said that because I'm like, I don't remember that ever happening, and I don't like how he's treating her because right now I feel like it's a father-daughter relationship where I don't even know if it's that, but it's like immature to me where he just has this grudge against Kate and he cannot let it go. So he just needs to control her and manipulate her.
I think it stems back to when Sawyer said he loved her, and he thinks
And what
he
gives him
was
the right?
himself
You know what I mean?
and not her dad, when he was out of it. I think he wants her to stay with Sawyer. I think he doesn't want to get hurt. Maybe he doesn't want
But then he's like offering to take her back, like walk her back. So
He's
it's
like,
The beach and stuff,
yeah.
He
So
just
he's
doesn't
still
want her
making
there.
moves almost, but
I'll
not.
take it back to the beach.
I feel like he's just being like a pouty child where he's like, yeah, well, I don't trust you because you did certain things. Although he's done stuff too, and he risks people's lives too because he has his own,
He's thick-headed too.
facts and how he believes in different things.
He and Michael are similar in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very stubborn.
Ugh.
But Jack thinks that he's the number one, that whatever he says is gold, which, I know they lean on him a lot for leadership and whatnot, but he's starting to take that a little bit too far, I think. And
He doesn't always make the best decisions, and he kind of freaks out too, where he doesn't.
Everything is crisis mode.
Yeah, crisis
Crisis
mode
mode,
and
okay.
not thinking it through. You're
he
just
wants
living in the
revenge.
moment.
He kind of wants revenge too on a lot of things.
Yeah. And he runs right into things. And why is he not trained? I know he's busy, but you'll be less busy if you can train other people. I mean, you have to. I mean, I know they're not going to be as good as you being a doctor, but you got to train people with
Yeah, like Libby's right there. I mean,
and stuff.
come
Like
on.
Basic first aid.
basic first aid, and then teach them, okay, you broke a bone, how do you set that bone? Like, you got to start teaching people stuff, otherwise you're going to rot and die. Like, and he's not, honestly sorry, but like, he's not
And Son.
helping people at all. And now Son's pregnant, like, have someone else who could be like an OBGYN.
She would be great.
Yeah.
She would be a great
You'll
assistant.
get paid in coconuts and bananas and gratitude. So come on,
my
like, you
God.
got to help out.
Look how hard it is to get an appointment now with your doctors. Imagine having 40-something people going after one doctor.
I know, and it's been so
and
long.
you want to do all those other things.
And I know, again, he's going to be the best because he's had so much training. He's very experienced, but you don't know how long you're going to be here, if not forever. Like, train people. Like, once you're gone, because for him to not do that and then just to jump into danger, not thinking. Like, if you die, everyone's going to be dead. Honestly, like, that's sad. People can't survive and harsh stuff, but, like, someone breaks a leg, you have internal bleeding, you got hit by something, like, I don't even know then if you can actually
Not
help
even
something like that.
accidental stuff, but just like, hey, you
rash,
got diabetes,
fever.
or you got all these internal issues.
Mm-hmm.
They need to be able to.
Yeah, and it's
know
not
what
like
to
they don't
do.
have time. They have time.
Yeah.
Just make the time. Just
I hope they do that soon because it just sucks like he keeps jumping into danger like this. But yeah, so many questions here again. I knew there was going to be something about Henry, who's not Henry, but I feel like he's just trying to win over Locke right now. And he's doing this whole facade, and it's a fake thing, and he is part of the others. And now Locke is going to have to protect him, which is going to separate him more from the group, and he might end up going with Henry away. I don't know.
I don't know, because now the trust that Locke had with Henry is kind of broken because
he
they
lied
found
about
out
who he
that
was.
Yeah.
But he did make a promise to him still to protect. I know, so this is going to be a weird way. What's he going to do?
Henry kind of broke his contract by lying to him about who he is.
Yeah.
Because Locke said
Right
to
off
him,
the
"Who
bat.
are you?" just before he opened the door.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Who are you?"
Yep, and he said the same story. I'm
Yeah,
Henry
right in his
Gale
eyes.
from Minnesota. I crashed just like you.
And you
That's
guys
not
were
good.
saying that too during the reaction where in the flashback with his girlfriend, which was so sad, and she's like, you looked me right in the eyes and you said this, that you did not meet up with him, you did not see him after he's not alive, like, you completely lied to me about the whole thing. So that was probably in his mind when he confronted Henry.
That's true. And now that he knows he lied, he'll probably renege on what, I'm not going to, save you no matter what they do. I can't be a part of that.
I love it. I love the show and how they show things, because even with Locke talking to his dad, and his dad, like, he wanted money and he gave him $200,000. Apparently it probably stayed in the room where he took it. I don't know. But it seemed like he was trying to maybe redeem himself. Not really, but I thought there was going to be more of a screw up there. But then he did still do something without, unintentionally, because he screwed up his relationship with his girlfriend, who,
Yes.
he had a really strong relationship there, and he just ignored it. He just wanted to get out of there. So
When you think about it, his father ruined his life
completely.
Yes.
Twice.
Yeah.
Once with a kidney, and then now with his almost fiance.
And before that too, so we can even push and say 3 because he was a stranger. He didn't even want to know his son before that. So his
Right,
whole
he didn't
life
want to know him
without a
until he
father.
needed something from him.
Yeah, the very first one. Yeah, from the beginning.
That was so sad. And he tries to propose there, and it was just so.
Yeah, he just wanted just to prove that he
was
did
so
love
desperate.
her, and she was his only, love.
He realized
and
he screwed
he only
up.
wanted her. He didn't want his dad, and I think when he did that for his dad, I think it was for himself, showing that he trusts him again. That not trust him, but he forgives him. I'm sorry, not just forgives
and then I
him.
think she saw it as she will always be second.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why she chose to walk away, because that's the second time that he's lied to her about his father.
Yeah.
And it's the second time was just like, no, I can't do this anymore. It's like, you tell me that you love me, but then as soon as he needs something, you're there for him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
A guy who stabbed you in the back.
You once. Yeah.
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 Well, technically twice. At that
It
point.
really messed him up in the head big time because, like, he couldn't get over that. Like, he was obsessing over his dad so much that I know. Sorry, he's getting
It's like
affectionate.
a giant cat taking over.
I know he's purring like
Talk
crazy.
about me.
Yeah, he's like, love me. But he's so funny because he's so fidgety that he won't like stay here. He'll just keep moving and then come back and get annoying. But yeah, so Locke would actually just obsessively stay outside, in his driveway or across the road, monitoring his dad or just watching.
He was
the
almost
house
obsessed.
forever. He was very obsessed because his girlfriend stalked him when he would go out at night. Remember, he wouldn't stay at his house
just to prove,
or someone else's
just wanted
house.
to see that he was definitely doing that. And then all of a sudden, his dad was doing it to him. I mean, he goes to the funeral.
Yeah.
And there's his dad, and these two guys like watching over. How did they not see?
I say those two guys. Yeah.
Nobody else is there.
Locke spotted the car.
Oh yeah.
And like those two guys didn't see that. It's like those guys are pretty bad crooks, huh?
And they were obviously just standing there, la 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 la.
I was really
right out in the
expecting
open.
them at that door when it opened.
I thought they had a gun ready and they were going to shoot
Yes.
whoever was there. So I thought the father was actually going to get murdered in front of him.
Well,
And
I thought that
I don't know
there
how
was
he
going
would
to be
get out.
trouble, and then I thought it was going to be like he was going to come. The two guys were going to be there waiting for the father, and then they both be in trouble, and she would be behind them, and then she would wind up getting shot or killed because she was
Yeah.
surprised behind them.
I actually thought in the kitchen when he went home, I thought they were going to be cops.
Oh.
And I thought the dad did something corrupt when he said, I took, it was this retirement thing. And I was like, and then I was like, nah.
All these theories. Oh my God. Yeah, because you know what I thought too? I thought like when the father was trying to like be friendly to his son and he's like, oh, well, that nice girl you were with, what's her name? And I'm like, don't say her name because he's going to, just in case if he bumps into those two guys again, he might be like, no, it was her all along. She took your money and I had nothing. Like I really thought that was going to be his like fail safe for, just to rat her out or something or get her in trouble. I thought that was totally going to be a thing.
Oh, it could have been. And then, or if he doesn't give the money back, if he
gets caught,
the 500, I know your girlfriend's name and I know where she lives or whatever.
Yeah, there's so many things that could have happened there. And then when they went out in the parking lot, then I was like, oh God, are they waiting? Like I thought that was the guy's car, like the thugs, and if they were thugs, like I'm guessing they were mafia or something. I don't know, but yeah. So I was like, will they come out of nowhere in the parking lot and attack and stab her? Like I thought she was going to die at some point. I was like, it's going to be even more devastating. I mean, that was really break-hearting. That was really heartbreaking too, with the whole thing, with her saying no.
It was because she loved him so much and he loved her so much. And she was so healthy for him, so good for him. And it was right on the brink of being this wonderful thing. And to have this happen to John is just so sad.
Yeah.
He was trying to finish mentally in his mind, his relationship with his father. He had a second chance to ask him why were you, doing this, and to forgive him face to face, and he lost it all.
Yeah.
I mean, she also wanted to stop him from going to the funeral because I think deep down she knew that it was,
inevitable that it would.
Well, I
switch
mean, I think
back.
she was kind of on the fence about it because, this would be, he's gone after this, but it would also bring back a lot of emotion for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that she wanted to keep him away from that, to be like, listen, you don't have to do this, but he went through with it. And then that set the whole next story in motion.
It did.
Yeah.
If only they just
Unfortunate.
went to the park and had a picnic.
Yep.
So bad. I mean, I can't even imagine. We're so lucky with our dad, but he's still your father, so I'd be like, you should still go to the funeral. But no, he really was a screw up. He screwed his life.
It's a
so
totally
much.
different
He stole-
situation,
It
I
is.
think. If you don't
It
have
is.
that situation
And he's an evil man.
personally happen to you.
He abused
Well,
him in
plus-
many ways. He stole his freaking kidney. Like, there were so many bad things. So
He hasn't been in his life the entire time, so it's
Right.
not like he had a bond with him.
yeah, no, he didn't.
It was just a short time. It's why it's a little hard to believe that he's so obsessed with him. I
Yeah.
mean, the guy who took your kidney, I'd be a little obsessed too and pissed, but
Yeah, that's terrible. And then just to like cut ties completely, not even caring. Like, what an
But to
awful man.
to forgive somebody so quickly, I feel like that was kind of foolish on Locke's part.
Yeah, something like that I wouldn't be able to let go. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. That's a hard one. That's a real
Well,
hard
I
one.
mean,
But for
the
him to
guy's
say I
just-
forgive him, I think was really strong of him to move on from that, like for his own health, to kind of like push through
Yes, it was for
But-
himself. Yes, not the money.
But then the father freaking connects with him afterwards. I'm like, you freaking a-hole, like, just sucks.
He's a scumbag.
Scumbag.
It's just-
Yeah, And you know what? He had to fake his own death because he
You got
screwed
into some
somebody
trouble.
else.
Yeah.
So,
And he was willing to risk Locke's life. Not even that we don't know what's going on, but they seem like scary people. He's in hiding and needs a favor to steal the money back or get the money out of there, out in the open.
I mean,
So
that's
he
also
could've-
foolish on Locke's part.
oh my
Yeah,
God!
like,
Because if they,
I would
Wait,
never
so
do that. That would
it's
scare
too
the crap
dangerous
out of
for
me.
you to go get it, so you're sending me to go get it?
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
exactly.
that's right, and you're faking your death. So,
Yeah, so
is there
it's,
really
yeah.
going to be $700,000?
Not just ditching the credit card company here.
Yeah. Another quick thought I had was when Locke ended up back in his house and he was talking to his girlfriend and the guys were there. I thought he was going to blow off his dad and just take the money. I really thought for a second there that he was going to just take all the money and say screw him, but that wouldn't really be in his character to do that, Cause
Yeah, and it wouldn't. He's
Can't
just
help it.
too honest. He really is.
yeah.
But still, those two guys, though, I'm surprised they didn't play anymore in that episode.
Yeah.
I mean, just be like, okay, he doesn't have it, and he walked away. I mean, to me, I'd be like, let me see your car.
Yeah.
I know. I really thought there was
that-
going to be more there. And for the girlfriend to actually stand up and be like, screw you guys. Like, he was really doing better, and how dare you bring this up, and blah, blah, blah. Maybe that was just to show, like, a lot of things of, like, it's a scary situation that the father's risking on his son, and that his girlfriend's so strong and loving him that she's willing to confront these scary guys, and be like, how dare you, and challenge them because they really did try to move on from that. So I think those two scenarios are just
I think so
show
too.
that.
And she was wonderful doing that. She just stood up to him both times with those thugs and with dad. Just
Yeah.
smacked him across the face and how dare you.
Good for
and-
her.
Yeah. And isn't it ironic how the funeral had no one there? Like if Locke didn't go,
No
There was
one
one other
cared.
person.
Ellen didn't
wasn't
go, you had two thugs there just waiting for,
Well, there was
something to
one other
happen.
person there.
Priest.
Was
umbrella.
there?
No,
Just the
besides
priest,
the
I think.
priest.
Oh
No,
yeah,
there's
there
a-
was a guy just
there was some
standing
guy
there, like
standing,
maybe he was his personal assistant or something.
He wasn't the security guard in the booth, was he?
I don't think so.
I don't
no.
know.
He was an older
Oh.
man with black hair. This guy was younger. And
They don't have a brain fart or something.
No, I just didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, like,
no, he was a different guy.
In the beginning too, Kim, you said you recognized that woman, that customer that Locke was
Yes.
helping, and it looked like the girl Saeed's love interest or something,
Yes,
right?
Nadia. It
Nadia.
looked like her in California. I
Yeah.
don't know if it was set in California, but I think she was going to California.
I see. I'm glad you caught that.
In
I don't know
LA
why.
area.
I'm not good at catching faces, and sometimes I'm like so tunnel vision on what's going on, that like I'm listening and I'm watching certain details, but I'm not overall looking at the whole picture. And especially when it comes to people in the background, when we see a flashback, and apparently we've been missing quite a few of them, and I'm like, oh god, I'm like, I don't even realize like Saeed will be in the background somewhere, or someone, like they always connect.
And it
somewhere.
is so funny how you see those in the flashbacks.
Well,
You
it's so
see a
it's so
little
subtle.
connection.
Yeah.
They're all connected.
I think that's so amazing. That's really subtle, but it's cool how they add that in. Like, why? Like, they were all meant to be.
Plus, they also space it out too. So not only is it subtle, but it's from a character you haven't seen in a season.
Right.
You
In
know?
a whole different country, different scenario. She was running from, the soldiers when
She
we
looks
last
different.
saw
She looks
her.
more put together.
Yeah.
And then when she said, no, I don't have a husband. And then you really got to look at her.
And her
I'm like,
look.
I think that's her. Yeah, she was.
She had like a
little put
sad
off
look
by that.
almost.
Yeah.
She had too big of a role to not be somebody important.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Can't wait to watch more, guys. This is so good. I love our discussions. I think Lost is our longest review that we do, because there's just so much to talk about. But love you guys so much. Please subscribe. Check out our links below if you want to see the next episode early. All our full reactions. We have a huge library, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Whispers. We didn't hear the whispers in a while either. Whispers.
No, we haven't.
Please subscribe. They're coming out.
Maybe the supply drop fell on them.
Oh no.
You just see pause.
Bye.